Safety on the roads is a key concern for most cyclists, especially for parents of younger children, and these are the concerns for York's cycling campaign. The worries come after the announcement of the York Central Development Plan.
We're mostly concerned that the consultations have shown that people want more active travel, so that means cycling and walking, but from what we've seen from the master plan, cycling is not being prioritised, at least not consistently. So there are patches of exciting development being made, but the routes are not running through in a sustained way, and that's the most problematic issue for us. You have to be very confident to be able to cycle on those roads. I'm all right because I feel confident when I'm on there, but the vulnerable users of the road certainly don't. And there's a lot of parents in our campaign who do not feel comfortable cycling with their children on the road. And if they're not comfortable cycling with their children, they're going to take the car. So that's a whole extra vehicle on the road, which could have been kids cycling along, getting exercise and not contributing to pollution and congestions. There's a lot of evidence to show that women in particular will cycle more often if there are fully segregated lanes from traffic. So that is the biggest issue, and that's what comes back to York Central.
The City of York Council are keen to encourage cycling around the city to reduce air pollution and congestion to the roads.
What we're looking at is how we can encourage sustainable transport, either walking, cycling, or if you're talking about getting to school, scooting. But also about encouraging people to get to work more sustainably than relying on a private car. Recognising that cities that have invested heavily in sustainable transport have more open spaces, have more pedestrian footfall, have a more vibrant city centre, and that's really where we want to go with the city centre. We recognise that there's always more that an authority can do to encourage cycling. I'm a keen cyclist myself, and I recognise there are locations where improvements are needed. That's why we've engaged as a council with the Cycle Pedestrian Forum to look at these issues, and for instance looking at the problems that people face in finding secure parking in the city centre and the journeys that people make. So we've got to look at a whole range of things as to why people who might in the future cycle to work or to school, what's putting them off, and work with development, particularly with the York Central and the Castle Gateway. There's a lot of cycle improvements that will be made to make off-road cycling that more attainable, and therefore that more people will take that option to get around the city.
For now, the group aims to get as many people on their bikes and to be the voice for all cyclists in the city. Rebecca Quarmby, That's TV.